got so much benefits from just simple breathing techniques, I was just mind blown. Soma Breath is the art of getting naturally high, happy and healthy, using your breath in really cool music.
Today we're jumping into a rave, but it's a breath rave. It's the last night of the instructor retreat of Soma Breath, and now we're gonna meet Niraj Naik, Soma Breath's founder.
Hey Alessandro, how you doing, brother?
Nice seeing you again.
You just came at the perfect time.
Okay.
We're having dinner. Get a bit of food, fuel.
Okay.
Have a little bit of a break, and then we're gonna do some breathing and dancing.
Looks wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
My name's Niraj Naik, and I'm the co-founder of Soma Breath. I was born in a little town called Reading in Berkshire into a Indian immigrant family who were very academic focused, either be a doctor or an accountant or a lawyer or a pharmacist. I had a big passion for music. And my mum always said, you study hard and you go to university. And I was like, no, I'm going to be a DJ. I still studied a little bit, but I ended up running one of the biggest drum and bass raves in the UK for 3 years when I was 19 years old. This is where I first had the experience of bringing large groups of people together and through music, celebrating life and that feeling of just pure love for music and party. And I ended up actually losing everything and boom, became a pharmacist. And now my mum was saying, see, beta, I told you. It was a blessing in disguise because it put me on the path that I'm doing now. This is where I also got an insight into the whole healthcare system and how broken it actually is. I wanted to make a change. And after going to a few personal development seminars, I decided to run a few of my own experiments, and I had amazing results getting people off medications, changing people's diets based on prescriptions they were on. In the end, long story short, I got promoted to head office of one of the biggest corporations in the UK. It was looking like it was going to be a really successful thing. But for some reason, 6 months into it, they shelved the whole project. And around that time, I lost all my hope, faith in humanity, the corporate world, and I got into quite a depressed state. I ended up, at the same time, getting an autoimmune disease that left me housebound for almost a year. I was facing two options, either have my colon removed or be a guinea pig for a drug, hasn't even been tested, or find a third path. Thankfully, a friend of our family called Swami Ambikananda, she shifted my perception. She turned the illness into a gift. And she then taught me the foundations of Pranayama, which is the Indian ancient school of breathing exercises. She taught me some yoga techniques, Ayurvedic practices, and I got so much benefits from just simple breathing techniques, I was just mind blown. Begin to move like the electrons around an atom, nucleus. You know, I'm a scientifically educated person, so I'd never considered anything from my culture was to be taken seriously. Your job tonight is to dance. And that put me down the rabbit hole. I was like, I'm gonna learn as much as I can about this techniques, share this with the world. I've combined my passion for making music. I put music to these practices. We breathe in certain rhythms to music, hold our breath in certain ways to create these physiological states which have incredible health benefits. One of the best forms of exercise is dancing. Moving your body, shaking, jumping. Everyone should dance every day, a little bit. If you wake up and you have a practice that changes your state, makes you feel like amazing, you're much more likely to have a positive day. And this framework was actually studied by Cambridge University using special brain map technology. And they wanted to compare Soma Breath to other treatments currently considered the best treatments for depression, psilocybin, MDMA, ketamine. They found that Soma Breath created the same changes in the brain as a dose of psilocybin or MDMA used currently to treat severe depression, with similar outcomes as well. And this was actually the biggest breathwork study done to date. So what Cambridge got very excited with was the fact that this is a breath-based practice where there's no side effects, you're in control of the experience, and only positive outcomes come from it. There are clinics that study this state called intermittent hypoxia. Trauma, even emotional trauma, leaves a wound in the brain. What they found was that intermittent hypoxia, over time, has the power to heal this wound in the brain. So with Soma Breath, we're seeing people for the first time, things like PTSD, emotional trauma, reversing it and coming back like a whole new person. Soma Breath now has 4,000 instructors all over the world. Thailand, Mexico, the US, Finland, down south from like Australia and South Africa, is building incredible communities around them. And that was always my dream, was like to spread the mission to make people naturally high, happy and healthy.
What can I add? I got high, I laughed, I'm having a lot of fun, so I think I'm gonna stay a little longer. The music, it's quite incredible. Thank you, Niraj. And yeah, till next time.